Tonight in Dimension, must-have information for all adults, for parents who want to keep their kids, regardless of age, out of trouble. Have a pen and paper ready at the end of this. We're going to share a list of so-called assets, things you can do to dramatically reduce the chances that the kids will do drugs, smoke, or drink and drive. Trish Van Pilsum has tonight's Dimension.
What does it take for a child to turn out well? Tonight, you'll meet some people who know.
Walk, walk.
Jill Terry is affectionately known as the bus stop lady. Barely taller than her preteen charges, she originally volunteered to supervise bus stops near her St. Louis Park house to protect kids from strangers.
It makes me feel safe.
Keep the hoods up. If you keep your head covered, the rest of your body will stay warmer.
Now, 9 years later, she's the one kids go to when they've forgotten their lunch money. She's the one who listens to their problems, and she's the one who reports them when they cause trouble.
He followed me down from the bus stop and yelled at me, "Why couldn't you just mind your own business?" And I told him, "You are my business." What's not straight?
Bump.
You were on the right track, Pat. What's another word for not straight?
The bus stop lady is on to something big.
Oh, yeah.
In technical jargon, she's providing kids with developmental assets. In plain talk, she's a grown-up who cares, who gives them the good stuff they absolutely need to turn out.
70% of America's kids think there's nobody in their neighborhood who cares about them.
Peter Benson is president of the Search Institute in Minneapolis. The institute surveyed 400,000 kids in the 6th through 12th grades all over the country and struck a gold mine of information.
The product of all this research? A list of 40 very tangible things kids need to stay on the right path, and some very practical suggestions, things you and your hometown can do for all kids.
Here are a few from the list. Other adult resources. Kids need 3 adults other than their parents they can go to for help. Clear neighborhood boundaries. Report neighborhood kids when they're acting up and expect neighbors to do the same when your kids do. Positive supervised time at home. Adults supervise kids at all times and provide a predictable routine. Kids should go out with friends no more than twice a week. Families should volunteer in the community together, 1 or more hours per week. Read to kids. Tell kids the truth.
And here's the really amazing thing about all of this. It works. Compare the kids who say they get a lot of these so-called assets with those who don't. 51% who said they got only a few of the assets were having sex. Just 7% who reported having most of the assets were sexually active. 51% with few assets were violent. Just 5% with most of the assets were. 44% of kids with few assets abused alcohol. Just 3% with lots of assets did. Or if you want to give it a more positive spin, kids who get lots of these good things do better in school, are more likely to volunteer, and are more optimistic about life. Trouble is, most kids only get about half of this good stuff they need, whether they live in the city, the country, or the suburbs.
Folks in St. Louis Park have taken all this to heart. From individuals to schools to local businesses, they're putting children first in this hometown.
And you'll find the phone books, look their name up.
One evening in March, residents of the Lenox neighborhood in St. Louis Park got together to do a survey with the guidance of University of Minnesota graduate students.
About how many times do you say hello to a child that you don't know?
They're trying to figure out if kids in their neighborhood are getting what they need.
Congratulate another child for something he or she did well.
How often do you play with a child?
And look who's here.
How often do you talk for more than 5 minutes with a child?
It's the bus stop lady. She lives in the Lenox neighborhood. At Westwood Lutheran, another example. Churches offer programs for kids with lots of interaction with adults.
What do you want to do at the high school?
At the St. Louis Park High School, kids mentor each other.
Stick your tongue out. Say, ah.
And the school district, health system, and local businesses built a free clinic for kids.
Well, it's going really well.
Karen Atkinson heads the St. Louis Park initiative called Children First.
The happy news is that anything that you or I do can make a difference.
In St. Louis Park, none of the high school students who reported having most of the assets did drugs. None drank. None smoked or were violent. None were failing at school. None drove recklessly.
I think parents ought to post the developmental assets on their refrigerator door. I do this, even though I've developed this work.
So what exactly does it take to help a kid turn out? A hometown, a school, a neighborhood, a single person who takes responsibility for all kids.
He yelled at me, why couldn't you just mind your own business? And I told him, you are my business.
For Dimension, I'm Trish Van Pilsum.
There's a message. If you would like a copy of the list of the 40 things that kids need, we have it for you, as well as a checklist that you and your children can do together. And this is a guide, 150 fun ways to show any child that you care. Just send a self-addressed stamped legal-size envelope to What Kids Need at WCCO-TV, Post Office Box 50066, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55405-0066. Also, Channel 4000 can link you to the websites with extensive information on raising successful children.
Now, here's a look at what you'll see tomorrow in Dimension.
He says flying his own private plane makes him a better Minnesota congressman. In fact, he's logged enough miles that his travel costs are among the highest in the land. What's going on here? The WCCO I-Team, Wednesday at 10 on WCCO 4 News.
That's tomorrow, right after the CBS movie Under Siege.
Rebecca was supposed to make it better than it's going to be tonight because we're going to have to bring the blanket